Consider the following formula. Which of the following statements is true for this formula? If we look at our answer choices, we'll find a cause and effect relationship. When B, then A, making B our cause, or our x, and A is our effect, or our y. So that means we can label our axes as B for the x-axis and A for the y-axis. And then we have everything we need to start graphing this equation so that we can figure out which of these statements is true. Now, a quick tip for you. You can, if you would like, go ahead and rewrite the formula as y equals 2x minus 4. You could do that, and then you could solve as normal, finding your x-intercepts, your y-intercepts, and graphing it as if it were just a regular linear equation with x and y. But for the sake of the video, I am going to keep it in terms of a and b. So now, let's find our b-intercept by plugging in 0 to our other variable, which is a. So instead of a, we'll have 0 equals 2b minus 4. Then 4 is being subtracted, so let's opposite operation, add that to both sides. These will cancel, giving us 4 equals 2b. 2 is being multiplied to b, so let's do the opposite and divide both sides by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2 equals b. And we can write this as a coordinate point in the terms of b comma a, right, because that would be our x comma y. So 2 would go first, comma 0. Then let's find our a-intercept and plug in 0 for b. A equals 2 times 0 minus 4. A equals 2 times 0 is just 0, and then 0 minus 4 would give us negative 4. So this point would be 0, comma, negative 4. And now we can plot those 2 points. Our first point, 2 comma 0, we'd go over 2 and up 0, so we'd have a point right here. And then for our next point, 0 comma negative 4, we would go down negative 4, oops, that's 3, down negative 4, and over 0. So we would just have a point right here. And now we can draw our graph and start to analyze it for patterns. We know that everything above the x-axis is positive and everything below the x-axis is negative. So the value of b, the value of a in terms of b will shift right here at the x-intercept, meaning that we should have a statement of b is greater than 2 and b is less than 2. When b is greater than 2, we are staying in this positive realm, right? The graph is extending in the positive direction infinitely, so a will always be positive. When b is less than negative 2, that's all of these values down here in the negative quadrants of the coordinate plane, meaning a will always be negative. So now that we have this information, we can go back and look at our answer choices and see which one is true. A says when the value of b is less than 2, which is this one, a is positive. Well, we found out that a is negative when b is less than 2, so that is incorrect. B says when the value of b is greater than 2, a is negative. So when b is greater than 2, a should be negative, according to that answer choice, but it is actually positive, making b incorrect. C, when the value of b is less than 2, a is negative. That matches our statement here, making C the correct answer. But we'll still take a look at answer choice D. When the value of b is greater than 4, a is negative. 4 would be right here on the graph. And if we are greater than 4, let's see where that lines up on this graph. So everything to the right or greater than 4 would be all of these positive values up into infinity, not negative values, making D incorrect. C is our correct answer.